I'm Andrew Loughney, and I'm the medical director at Liverpool Women's. Um, Actually, I was brought up on Smithdown Road, kind of where the junction is with Ullet Road. So it's only about a mile and a half away from Liverpool Women's. I went to school locally, and left Liverpool when I was 18. I kind of understand the kind of emotional place that Liverpool Women's has got in people's minds, in Liverpool and especially in and around Toxteth, because I was kind of part of that when I was a kid. Because the patients we're looking after are becoming more and more complicated, and this site is not designed to cope with that. And I'll give you an example in gynecology. People are living longer, and that's great. What that means is that some women who develop gynecological problems, for example, they need an operation, they may be older, and they may also have other things wrong with them, problems with the chest, or problems with the bowels, or whatever else. And so when we come to try and provide them with their surgery now, it's just more difficult than it ever was in the past. And as people live longer and longer, then it's going to be even more difficult in the future. So if we do nothing right now, the situation will deteriorate. And we really need to guard against that. When I first got here 4 months ago, and when I did, the doctors, the midwives and the nurses that I was first talking to told me that there needed to be change. I didn't come here with any preconceived ideas. They were telling me that things needed to change. It wasn't that things were unsafe, it's just that things could be better, and particularly going forwards into the future. We really needed to do something about it to make sure that we maintained the highest possible quality of service. That's what people were telling me. That's what the medical and nursing and midwifery staff were telling me. So I think there does need to be change. I've asked that question and I've consistently been told that there's absolutely no plan for this site to close, that the view is that this site will provide NHS services going into the future. Look, there's two things. There's the bricks and mortar of the place, and of course that's important. But there's also what I consider to be the real Liverpool Women's Hospital. That's to do with the patients that are treated here and their families, and the staff that work here. To me, that's Liverpool Women's Hospital. Well, the most important thing really is for it to be based somewhere where it's going to give the best clinical service to the people, clearly. So, does that mean there's a specific site in mind? No. What that means is we have to look at all the options and say which one gives the best fit, and that's the process that we're going through at the minute. There aren't any decisions made, but clearly we need to be located next to places which can enhance our service. Something that's going to be better for the women coming through here with their gynecological problems or their problems in maternity. Something that's going to be better as well for the babies that we're looking after. So what we really need is a solution that improves life for everybody, our whole range of patients. What happens next is that the issue of specifically should the hospital move to one place or another or stay where it is, that issue is then addressed, and it goes through a formal process, and we take part in that process. My role is to make sure that whatever decision is come up with is simply the best clinically for the people of this city.